Hi, this is Matt with Plating Pixels, home of cost-conscious comfort food. And in this video, we're making incredibly simple but incredibly delicious giant shredded chicken quesadillas. I recently shared a video for Instant Pot shredded chicken. You can check the description below for the link to the recipe as well as the video. That's going to be the base for this, or you can make it in a slow cooker or even just buy a rotisserie chicken and shred it at home. These giant chicken quesadillas are going to be just like authentic taqueria style. They're going to be rich, flavorful, gooey, cheesy, savory, and an all-around easy, flavorful, amazing meal that the whole family is going to love. So for this recipe, we're going to make about 4 giant quesadillas. This recipe might look simple, but I'm going to share some tips and tricks to get you the best taqueria style quesadillas. Little things like the order of how you put the cheese in the tortillas, what you pan fry them in, and how long to cook them are all important to get the best crispy, gooey, cheesy chicken quesadillas. It's also a great way to use leftover chicken and makes perfect lunch, a fun festive dinner that the whole family is going to love. So we'll get started with the chicken. If you're going to do it in an Instant Pot, lightly season it with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Cook it on manual high for 10 minutes. Let the steam release manually for 5 to 10 minutes. And then shred the chicken breast with 2 forks or a meat shredder. Now that we have our chicken breast ready and everything prepared, we can start assembling and cooking the quesadillas. The trick to gooey, cheesy, authentic taqueria style chicken quesadillas is to first add the shredded cheese, then add the shredded chicken, then add more shredded cheese. This is gonna melt and sandwich the chicken between the cheese. I like to add about a 1/4 cup total to a quesadilla. Since we're making giant quesadillas, I'm using 9-inch quesadillas. The next step is to add the cooked shredded chicken breast, about a 1/2 cup or about 3.5 ounces. And finally, top it with more cheese. We're ready to cook. Preheat the pan to about medium-high. There's one secret trick that are gonna make these the best chicken quesadillas ever. When making quesadillas, I like to melt a bit of butter in the pan first. Use about a tablespoon, get the pan preheated, add the butter, let it melt, then add your quesadillas. If you wanna reduce fat and skip that step, it's okay. These are still gonna taste amazing. But I have tried this with other oils such as avocado oil, olive oil, and you don't get that same brown effect. You need the milk fats in the butter to properly brown your quesadillas. With the pan heated and the butter melted, carefully add the quesadillas. Keep them as flat as possible to not have the filling spill out. And since we're making giant quesadillas, you're only gonna fit 2 in the pan. I also like to wiggle it around, make sure that the butter's evenly coating on the bottom. And these are gonna take about 5 minutes per side. Just watch carefully. If they start browning too much, flip them or reduce the heat to medium. If you're using leftover chicken for this recipe, you can add it cold, no need to preheat it. Cook it at a little bit lower heat and then top it with a lid, and that's gonna help hold the heat in and help it transfer more and evenly cook the center. Make sure to keep checking them. I'm gonna give these a look, and those are perfectly browned. So to flip these, you want to be careful, make sure the filling's in there. And these are looking nice and brown since we added the butter. Once both sides are brown, the cheese is melted, remove it from the pan and place the quesadilla on a plate. We can see how gooey these are inside. Look how that cheese is just stringing. If you're doing the whole recipe and 4 quesadillas, go ahead and repeat those steps for the other 2. If you're on a low carb or keto diet, you still can enjoy these giant shredded chicken quesadillas. I'm using low carb tortillas. These giant 9-inch tortillas have only 4 net carbs per serving. This is a great way to still enjoy some of your favorite comfort foods while still staying on your diet. And here at Plating Pixels, we're all about affordable restaurant quality meals at home. And even though we made super simple chicken quesadillas with just a handful of ingredients in about 10 minutes, doesn't mean that we can't make these extra special. So here's just a few tips to really elevate your chicken quesadillas and create an authentic taqueria style chicken quesadilla. One suggestion is to use a pizza cutter. and cut it into wedges. And I've chopped up some iceberg lettuce, some diced Roma tomatoes, and we have sour cream. These are all gonna make wonderful, beautiful, colorful toppings that are gonna add flavor and make this a little bit more of a rounded, balanced meal. Sour cream is one of my favorite toppings. I put it on literally every single Mexican dish of mine. The last step is to enjoy. I feel like I just went to my favorite Mexican restaurant. It's just loaded with flavor, texture, it's hearty, it's comforting, it tastes so dang good. And there you had it. We made quick, easy, delicious, affordable, leftover friendly, shredded chicken quesadillas. And these giant chicken quesadillas are part of my recent $50 grocery haul focused on shredded chicken breast. I was able to buy ingredients for 5 different recipes and turn it into about 20 different servings. If you like this video, be sure to check out the comments below to grab the full printable recipe, and like and subscribe below to get all of Plating Pixel's cost-conscious comfort food recipes.